Make sure you be over 18 watching this video, honey. The bottom of the barrel, basically. Bottom of the motherfucking barrel. You ain't got nothing else better to do with your time. All these men out here in the world, you want to marry your sister ex-boyfriend? How desperate can you be? And she ended up started talking to this boy, and she ended up falling in love with his daddy. The manipulation of these men is crazy. These men will manipulate you in every chance that they can. Find you a man who is appreciative and attentive and just want to be there for you. Oh my goodness. This book right here, Jesus. Hey y'all, if you already can't tell by the thumbnail and that title, this video is gonna be me going over all the books that I have read in 2026 and giving out some book recommendations. So let's just dive right into these books, y'all. Okay, this is my least favorite book. This book is You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. I don't know, I don't feel like this book was I just feel like it wasn't enough going on. Like, it wasn't a lot of drama going on. It wasn't a lot of mess going on. Like, I just felt like, I don't know, it's missing something. Like, I could see this being a good book, but I just feel like it's missing something. And this book is about a girl. Her husband died, so she haven't been dating for a couple years. And she ended up started talking to this boy, and she ended up falling in love with his daddy. So yeah. It is messy, but I felt like it was overhyped from what I was seeing on TikTok. I get all my inspiration on my books that I want to read or research on TikTok. But I just feel like this was overhyped, and I thought it was going to be better than what it was, but I really did not like this book. So I'll give this book maybe like a 4 out of 10, and the spice level is like a 1. Like, it's some freaky scenes in there. I think it's like too freaky, but it's like nothing too crazy. This is my least favorite book. I would give it a 4 out of 10. Next is The Perfect Marriage. I thought this book was going to be like off the wall crazy or something like that. I don't know. I thought it was going to be more crazier than what it actually was. So this is about a man. He was cheating on his wife. His mistress ended up dead at one of their homes, and his wife had to become a lawyer for him. And it sounds juicy. Like, this is a juicy book. Don't get me wrong. But I just feel like it just wasn't hitting for me how I thought it was gonna hit. Like, it does have an unexpected like turn that goes on in the book where I was just like, what? But it's not all that good. Like, I feel like this was definitely overhyped as well, but it wasn't like too bad where it's just like ugh. But it was a pretty good read. I had high expectations for it. I think my expectation for it was higher than it should have been. 5, 6 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's just like, I've read better. Y'all, a lot of my books that I read, it do have like a lot of spice to it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And as spice, I mean sex scenes or sex. They be busting down cheeks or whatever. So yeah, it's definitely, I feel like you definitely need to be over 18. PG rated. Okay, so my next book is Black Ties and White Lies. This book is a very good book. It's thick though, y'all, but it's just like 400 and some pages, which is not too bad. This book is about a man being in love with his brother's ex-girlfriend. He was in love with her from the first time he saw her, and he ended up buying the company that she actually works at to get close to her, and they end up falling in love and all that good stuff. I feel like this book it's a good book, but I just felt like it wasn't realistic, which I know all these books are fictional, but I felt like this was like too fictional. Like, I didn't feel the connection between me and the book while reading it. Like, and I didn't have no oohs or ahs moment, but it was like a good solid book. Like, this is a good solid read. Now, they was busting cheese down bad in this book, honestly, and some of the stuff they were doing, I was just like, girl, y'all look too nasty for me. Make sure you be over 18 watching this video, honey. But this is a good book. But the manipulation of these men is crazy. These men will manipulate you in every chance that they can. And see, the thing about it is, you don't even have to manipulate the situation. If you just let stuff play out, then it's gonna happen. But you want to manipulate the situation, and it backfired. Like, he's a manipulator, and I thought he was like a good dude. Sorry, you're not. He's not. He wasted my girl's time. I'm not gonna say he wasted her time, but you know, he manipulating the situation, lying and stuff. Who got time for all that? But I'll give this book like a 6-7. It's not bad, but it's not like great. I just feel like I read greater books than this. Okay, so my next book is Scream for Us. This book is a real small book, y'all. It's just like 90 pages. And when I tell y'all this is a freaked out book, oh my gosh, ain't nothing but clapping. The whole 90 pages. I'm like, oh my goodness. Girl, you ain't tired. Yo, coochie not tired. Like, what? But this book, honestly, it's a little crazy. Like, it's like dealing with sociopaths or something. A girl, she went to a party, and then some men with some masks ended up protecting her the whole party. And they were just hunching, and they end up killing the girls who, the little boys and the girls who bullied her when they was back in high school. And it was just, I don't know what to say about this book. Until I don't know. I'm not even gonna say it's a good read because they just hunching 99.9% of the book. I'll give this book a 6 out of 10. Okay, my next book. This is the first book that I read. I actually did a review on this book on my YouTube channel. This is Only for the Weak. This book is what got me reading, y'all. This book right here literally set the tone for me reading. Oh my gosh, this is such a good book. Like, this is such a good book. When I tell y'all, find you a man who is appreciative and attentive and just want to be there for you. Oh my goodness. I was like, girl, can I buy one of those off Amazon Prime? What? So this book is basically about a wedding destination. They going to, I can't remember, I don't know if it was Bahamas. I might be wrong, but they went to an island for a wedding, for her sister's wedding, and her sister is marrying her ex-boyfriend. I don't know. The family dynamic was dysfunctional, but she ended up falling in love with her ex-boyfriend's best friend, which is him right here. And it's about their relationship. He was just being there for her, just supporting her. It was just so good. Like, this is a good black love, black excellence book. Like, oh my gosh, I love this book down. This book has a special place in my heart. On my mom. Like, girl, first of all, why did you marry your sister ex-boyfriend? You ain't got nothing else better to do with your time. All these men out here in the world, you want to marry your sister ex-boyfriend? How desperate can you be? Do you want to fight him? I need that.
Bitch, I need that. Matter of fact, nah. Nigga, I need that.
The spicy level in this book is they be getting ratchet. They do be clapping cheeks up in this book. So if you see it, they get out with a nitty gritty, if you know what I mean. Hey, my next book, this book, oh my gosh, like y'all, I was going through so much emotional roller coasters reading this book because it was just too much going on for me, which made it great. Like, if you know me, I have a little bit of ADHD. I'm all over the place. And like, if you ever talk to me, I'm skipping. Like, I can have 3 different conversations at one time and still know what I'm talking about. This book, Credence. This book right here. Jesus. That's all I got to say, y'all. When I tell you the level of, I just had to close the book, y'all, read, because it was pissing me off. And then not only was it pissing me off, I just couldn't believe the shit that was going on in this book. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh girl. Oh girl. Oh girl. Jesus. I don't know. So this book is basically about a girl. Her parents end up dying and she wasn't close to them. Her parents was in the limelight, so they had money. And she was underage, so she found out she had a uncle, which he was a step uncle. They wasn't blood related, but she was his step uncle. She never met him before anything, so she ended up going to move up there with them. I think it was Colorado. I can't be for certain. I can't remember be for certain, but she ended up moving with them, and he had 2 sons, and the rest is history. The rest is mother history. When I tell y'all, this book had so much going on. When you first start off the book, it's kind of like a little slow pace, but you have to keep reading, because once you get like to the middle, or like halfway to the middle, like now you're like, oh, okay, things start to come together. But this book just had me jaw drop. Like, that's how I was half of the time reading this book. This is such a good book. Oh my God. Penelope, baby girl, you wasn't playing no games, honey. This is a good book, y'all. Like, honestly. But I do feel like you need to be definitely over 18 to read this. Because, baby girl, the next book is Restore Me. This a thick book, y'all. This book is so good, y'all. Like, oh my God. So this book is about a girl. Her husband died, and she ended up falling in love with her dead husband best friend. Plot twist, though. It's a plot twist that come with it. And when she read the book, you figure out what I'm talking about. And they go through their hard times and tribulations, and they trying to figure out how to navigate them being together without upsetting her ex-husband, well, her dead husband's family or whatever. It's just such a good book. I just feel like it gives real raw emotions. I would absolutely read this book again. Tied to it, like, it's almost like I know we should be together, but we shouldn't. Like, that kind of feeling. The way he was protective of her. Ooh! I love a good black romance book. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, a black romance book, we have to be in a chokehold. Because I want to be like, yeah, when I grow up. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Get it. You will not regret it. My next book is Product of the Street. And actually, I do have the book 2 to it. This is the first book. This is the second book. I just ordered the third book. Today, I ordered the third book today. Yes. When I tell y'all, these ain't nothing but psychopaths and killers and murderers and schizophrenic type of people. But this book is basically about a group of men. They are in a gang called UCK or UGK, something like that. Anyways, and they end up going with these girls, and they are all educated. They all graduated from college. I think one of them is a nurse, one of them is like a social worker, the other one is a doctor, the other one is a business owner. So it's just not just them dabbling in the streets, no. But when I tell y'all, they are obsessed with their women. They are obsessed. This book just has a lot going on, and I feel like you really have to pay attention to the characters and the details that's in the book, because if you don't, you will get lost. The second book was even crazier than the first book. They end up kidnapping one of the girls, and she ended up having a miscarriage, and they end up killing one of the brothers, and it was just like a lot going on. Like, I don't even know how to explain y'all basically what's going on, because it's just a lot going on. Like, these are some good books. Get it, buy it, live by it. My favorite book of all time is Moth to a Flame. Moth to a Flame is the start of the series of the Ethic books. So, but I ended up loaning my friend the Moth to a Flame book, so that's why I don't have it with me, but I will drop a picture of it. When I tell you guys, that book is 100 million out of 10. Jesus. That is a good book. I read that book in one day, y'all. One day. I usually take like a week to read books, just because life and everything that's going on, me working and all that. But I read that book in one day. Like, I stopped what I was doing, reading that book. That's how good that book was. When I tell you, I related so much to that girl. Raven. So basically that book, so Moth to a Flame is about a girl named Raven. She has a dad who is a kingpin, and she ended up falling in love with a lower guy of the drug chain. He like a nickel and dime hustler, and he like robs people and stuff like that. Bottom of the barrel, basically. Bottom of the motherfucking barrel, and you come from royalty. Anyway, she ended up falling in love with him, and he ended up setting her daddy up to get her daddy killed, and got her hooked on drugs, and got her pregnant, and beating up on her. And she kept having miscarriages, and he ended up having one of his homeboys shoot her best friend and rape her. And it was just such an emotional roller coaster. And I just relate to that book so much, because her parents were telling her, like, he's no good for you. He's not the one. He's not the one. And like, I understand why she kept going back. Mind y'all, she was underage and he was older than her, so he knew motherfucking better. But I just related to that book so much, y'all, because like, if y'all knew my life, am I finna cry? Girl, be a G. If y'all knew my life and y'all knew like the stuff that I went through, and as much stuff I could have avoided if I would have just listened to my mom and my sister, but I didn't, because I thought I knew what was best. And I was explaining this book to my sister, and she was like, Kiana, I could have seen that be your life. Like, that would have been you. And I'm like, I know, right? Like, oh my goodness. That book is so, oh my gosh, like, that book, I will read that book 20 times over again. I do not care. That's how good it is. A moth to a flame, baby. Thank you. But anyway, she ended up moving out of the city, getting away from the man, and she ended up falling in love with this guy named Ethic. Now, Ethic has been around since the beginning of the book. He was helping her dad with the drug industry or whatever, and yeah, it's a good book. But the other books are based on Ethic. Ethic is switched over to more of his life and what he got going on, and Ethic is an upstanding man. Like, I don't care. He may be crazy and he may kill and do all that and sell drugs. I don't care. This is an upstanding man. When I tell you, a man who knows how to treat a woman and do what's best for her and just love him and take care of his kids. He take care of his kids, y'all. The books are chef's kiss. It doesn't get no better than that. I don't think I'm ever beat a book over this series. Like, over this series of books, I don't think I'm gonna beat a book over this. And if I do, it has to be so good, y'all. Like, some good books. Moth to a Flame, baby. I cried at the end.
Cause he ain't no doubt deny, and we always seem to fight with him, but we're not with him. Hey.
And it's like, you know how some books you expect a happy ending? You're not gonna get that reading Ashley Antoinette book. You're not gonna get a happy ending. And I was literally like on the verge of tears, because why the fuck did you do that, Ashley? Like, oh, do not piss me off. But if I won't recommend nothing else, get that. Get it. Own it. Live by it. I don't care. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoy talking about the books I read, because I don't really be having nobody to talk to about it. I mean, well, I be talking to people about it, but they don't really like understand. So y'all read the books and let me know which books y'all gonna try in the comments. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you get notified. And you know this, man. Without further ado, peace.